Today's breakdown is of Jae'Sean Tate, who's been one of the better defensive players in the NBA this season so far. And on the agenda today for his breakdown, so we're going to start with his on-ball defensive clips, and then we'll go to his closing out clips. So first, you can see he's on Dame right now, and he's angling him, so he's pushing him to Dame's right hand to this gap help right here, who's Daniel House. What he does a really good job is Jae'Sean Tate's able to get his chest over and is always trying to beat the player to that next spot of where that player's trying to get to and angle him at the block. So he's always trying to get his chest over and beat him to that next spot. And then at the end, you can see he's going high hands right here. And then when Dame's going to go up with his right hand here, Jae'Sean Tate's left hand is going to be basically the contest hand. And you can see he gets a block on that right there. Watch here how he's going to drive middle with his left hand, and you can see the stance he's in right now, and he's going to get over to the dots and get a chest stop and basically beat him to that next spot right there. You can see he gets a chest stop right there, so you have to hit him in the chest, and then his hand's high right here, so it's that outside hand high, and that's going to force a turnover. This may be arguably one of the best defensive possessions of the year that I've seen so far on Luka. Just count the number of chest stops he gets right here. You can see hands wide. He's moving his feet. He's turning Luka. That's one chest stop. That's another one. You can see he hits him clearly in the chest. He has his chest right over his knees in a good, basically a boxer stance almost, a comfortable stance for him where he can move laterally and keep his hands wide and high. That's another chest stop right there. And now you can see Luka stumbling over himself, and that turns into a travel. Incredible defense. Okay, KBIF is basically keep ball in front. So watch here on this switch how he's going to keep DeMar DeRozan in front of him. Beats him to the spot, hands wide. This is really important. This is a mistake a lot of players do. So when DeMar spins right here and goes into his leaner right there at the dots, you can see a lot of players' hands will go down and end up hitting DeMar on the elbow right here, which turns into a foul, especially against the better players in the NBA. So you just got to go hands high and make them shoot and make a tough contested shot over you. Here it is again, keep ball in front. And you can see, you would thinking that was almost the same possession, but he's able to get his chest over and watch how he's going to go up with a little hanger right there. And he jumps up with the contest hand of where Grant is shooting with. So Grant's shooting a right hand hanger, so he's able to go up with this hand, his left hand contest. Because sometimes what happens, if you go with this hand, you basically go cross body, and that can end up being a foul when you get into Grant's body, hit him on the elbow, or you land under him, which all three would be fouls. This is what I was talking about, beating him to the spot. You can see that's a chest stop right there. He makes him change direction, and then watch his left hand get a swipe. That turns into a turnover. This one's on Shea. You can see nice crossover, so you think he's at a disadvantage, but watch how he's going to basically get to that next spot, go hands high. I took this terminology from Drew, basically hollow out. So you're going to suck your core in, get your chest over, and go hands back and wide. And then you can see he did the same thing against Dame earlier in the clips. Watch how Jae'Sean Tate's left hand is going to get a deflection here right on Shea when he goes up with his right. And that turns into a block and a stop. Okay, so these are his closing out clips. He's really good closing out too. Okay, so this first one is just arriving on the catch of the closeout. So you can see right here, he's right here in his help position, arrives on the catch, and it turns out to be a turnover there. He steps out of bounds. Okay, so now he's right here, so there's a ball screen. He has a responsibility as the tag defender, and you can see Harden right here, can be the low man. Now he's a low man here with Nurkic basically going through the lane. And now he's got to close out high hands and gets a high hand contest on Robert Covington. Okay, so 2-9ing. 2-9ing in the NBA is basically you can't be in the lane for more than 3 seconds, so they call it 2-9ing. Watch, I'll show this a couple times because you really have to watch. So Jae'Sean Tate's right here. Watch how he steps in and out of the lane consistently. It's resetting every time. So you can see it's a cool Dwight Howard trick that he used to do with the Orlando Magic. You can see, I'll play it again. Just watch how he's stepping in and out of the lane consistently. Because he has low man responsibility right now. Okay, so once again, we got a ball screen. He arrives on the catch. High hand contest on Lou Dort. Okay, so right now, you can see he sinks down to the dunker spot right here. He's got to play 2, so he has to also get out to Zach LaVine here on the pass out. It's a really tough job. Closes out under control. High hand contest. Okay, so watch X out basically means on this drive right here by DeMar, Christian Wood's going to step over. So now Jae'Sean Tate has to X out if the pass goes there or if the pass goes there. So he has both responsibilities. You can see he closes out there. So if they made another pass there, that could be Christian Wood or that could be David Nwaba right here. So he's going to arrive on the catch here. So they go swing. He basically has to X out again because P.J. Tucker basically was a low man. He had to help over to the restricted circle. Let's watch it again so you see. So you can see P.J. Tucker steps over. So now he has a responsibility of playing 2. He rotates over. High hand basically close out. And then he's going to get a chest dot right there. Makes the defender pick up the ball right there. Really good defense. Okay, so help responsibility. He's going to arrive on the catch and then beat the guy to the spot. Because on this possession right here, you can see you have to stay connected to Patty Mills right there so the low man can't help. So he has the responsibilities to help. So now once his head turns Dejounte Murray right there and looks at Keldon Johnson, he's going to start sprinting out to arrive on that closeout. And then you can see they're going to try to beat him on the catch. And this is really incredible defense right here. You can see he hollows out, goes high hands, sucks in his core, gets his chest out. You can see right here he's saying hands high, and that's exactly what he does. Ties it up, gets a jump ball right there. Huge possession. You can see they're up 4 at that moment with a minute left. Let's watch this again, full speed. Sees it, closes out, hollows out, ties it up, jump ball. Here we go, another one, beating him to the spot. You think he's beat right here, but he's going to recover. You can see, once again, he has that outside left hand high. Makes it a really tough finish. Okay, so another responsibility you can have on closing out is basically run the shooter off the line. So right here, he's going to sprint out, get Morris to go off the line. He's uncomfortable, and it turns into a turnover. Here's another one. This one, so he's going to run off. So basically he takes gap stunt right here, or gap show. Then he's got to close out, and he's going to run him off the line. And now once he jumps, you can see this is a popular thing now. Is basically you shot fake and then sidestep. He does extra effort right here and gets a side contest. That's a tough shot. That's great defense. Watch this one more time because this is really popular for shooters, and I teach it a lot for guys too also. It's basically when they try to run you off the line here, you go quick shot fake and you take a swing dribble or a side step and then shoot it. But watch how he takes that extra effort, gets his left hand back in the picture here, in the shot picture of the shooter, and it really affects the shot. So as you can see, Jae'Sean Tate so far this current NBA season has been getting chest stops, beating defenders to that next spot with hands high, and then he's able to get a deflection there. And then he's arriving on the catch on the closeouts.